You want to do a steep turn? Or just do it, let's just do a 360, whatever you're comfortable with. So like here's your 2500 mark right here where this needle is, so we're like 2550 right now. And you see the orientations of the roads, right? We got this little road going this way, the interstate that way, the other interstate going this way, and this is where we want to wind back up. So let's do a turn to your side, all the way around back to here. Just, okay. And don't worry too much about the bank angle. Just play around with trying to keep this needle, and I'll help calling it out for you, keeping the altimeter at 2,500 feet. So, real quick, left's clear, and right is clear. Now we've been maneuvering a little bit already, so area is clear. Don't see by that needs to be. So when you're ready, just start a turn. And again, it's going to take a little right rudder. You turn the ailerons, and it's going to take a little back pressure to hold that altitude. When you get it right, it's very subtle movements. Alright, so you have to stop the turn. See how it keeps wanting to overturn on you? Yeah. You go back to neutral. It's kind of like you set the bank angle you need, and then you bring the plane back to neutral. The controls back to neutral, and it should hold that relatively close with minor adjustments. Alright, you can hear the wind noise picking up. You see more green above the glare shield. You know, those are all corrections you can do. Now we're coming back up to that heading, so I'm kind of scanning and moving my head, looking around. And this road is what we're lined up with, so somewhere 10 degrees shy or so, start bringing the wings back to level. And when it does, it's going to want to increase lift. When it gets more vertical lift, and you have to push that nose over just a hair to hold out. Dude, that was good. We didn't really vary a whole lot. Try one to my side. Looks a little different because your side of the plane comes up now. We're not around but now. And see, once you get those controls pretty stable, if it's not too windy, it almost holds it on its own. About a 35-degree bank. You haven't gone off altitude, speed hasn't moved one bit. Coming back to our spot here, about 45 degrees to it. And coming back up on our head. And so feel that nose wanting to go up as you level out. So as you level out, you're just slightly pushing that nose down to keep it from happening. It's kind of like you're fighting aerodynamics. You know that's going to happen, so before it even starts happening, I'm applying that pressure because I know it's going to happen. That's where you start getting crisp and smooth and flying, is when you know what the plane's going to do and you adjust for it before it happens. I don't know, what else? Maybe we can do a steeper turn if you want. If I can show you a steep turn. Yeah, you can show me one. I mean, it's the same thing, so I have flight controls. And you can kind of feel along with me. I'm going to trim out that pressure because you're fighting pressure. So, like, what I'm looking for is to not have to have my hands on the controls and hold altitude. So I'm trimming that off. So if you're constantly having to push or pull, that's what that trim is for. Alright, so we'll do one to the left here. And I'm going to go 45 degrees. So we'll roll in. As I get to 30 degrees, a little bit of back pressure, a touch of power, and a little bit of trim. And hands are off. All I gotta do is make sure I just keep the plane at that angle, not losing any altitude, not losing any airspeed. And plane's doing the work for me. That's south, 180 degrees to go. And I'll roll right back. You feeling okay?
Yeah.
All right, I'll roll right back into one to the right. So again, if you set it up, hold on traffic, where's it? Oh, altitude, I'm gonna go south, because there's no altitude or anything, but it's definitely traffic. It should be off your back shoulder.
I don't see him.
I didn't either. And having traffic these days is so nice.
Traffic, kind of. If I want to take over clear about 10,000, over traffic, clear about 10,000, over traffic. Still don't see him.
Yeah, I didn't either. I don't know. There's no altitude track on him. And he came from West Memphis. So he's definitely out there, but might be low.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll be heading west. No, never did see it, and we're all lit up, so. Okay. Now it's got an altitude, he's at 2,000. So he's 500 feet below. That's why another reason you gotta keep your head on a swivel. Alright, you have flight controls? You want to try one of those steeper ones? It's up to you, man.
Yeah. Why not?
Do it to your side first.
Alright.
And I'll tell you when to stop. And again, when you get to that steeper bank, you're going to have to kind of neutralize the inputs, the control inputs, and then just tap in on them left and right to keep that bank angle where you want it, as well as the altitude, because it's going to want to, the nose is going to want to drop more than that shallower bank on the last time, because we lose more of our vertical lift. So, area is clear. I didn't see anybody, so if you want to make one to the right when you're ready. Alright, see how that nose is dropping?
Yeah.
There you go. Alright, so that nose wants to come back down. Add a little back pressure. Catch it before it starts doing it. Steepen the bank a little bit. That nose is wanting to fall, pick it up a little bit.
Where do we? I don't even remember where we started at.
This is where, that's 360. That's your wake that you just hit. That little bump, that shimmy, that was your wake. You alright?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I feel in my head.
Yeah. You want to do any more? I don't want to hit you too hard before baseball tryouts.
You want to show me a stall?
Okay, let's do a power off stall. I have flight controls. So we'll go into slow flight with the full flaps.